Imagine discovering that a priceless masterpiece from one of the most iconic artists in history might rightfully belong to your family, but it's been hanging on someone else's wall for decades. That's the shocking drama unfolding in a high-stakes lawsuit pitting Steve McQueen's granddaughter against a long-standing family friendship. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this a genuine quest for justice, or a bitter dispute over a deal gone sour that happened generations ago? Let's dive into the details and explore why this story has art lovers and legal eagles buzzing. Molly McQueen, who turned 38 this year, has taken bold legal action in pursuit of a Jackson Pollock painting valued at a staggering $68 million. According to her claims, her legendary grandfather, the famous American actor and motorcycle enthusiast, was unfairly shortchanged in a trade deal back in the day. The agreement, she alleges, involved swapping the Pollock artwork for a rare motorcycle and a property in Los Angeles, specifically in Latigo Canyon. Molly insists that Steve McQueen fulfilled his part of the bargain by handing over the painting, but the other side didn't hold up their end. As reported by ArtNet, one of the parties involved crashed the motorcycle in a terrible accident, and the property's ownership never officially transferred. Now, she's directing her lawsuit at Brent Borchert, the son of the original dealmakers, Rudolph and Pamela Borchert. This prized piece has reportedly been a cherished fixture in the Borchert family's home for years, almost like part of the furniture. Brent himself shared his perspective with the Mirror, recalling a brief chat with his mother about the painting. "I asked her once what the story was with that Jackson Pollock," he said. "She mentioned something about a deal my dad made. She wasn't involved, and it was all a bit vague to me at the time." He also brought up their parents' close bond with Steve McQueen, who was well known for his passion for bikes. And this is the part most people miss. Brent's father was apparently a fellow motorcycle aficionado, and the bike in question was described as a cool, hard-to-find model that Rudolph cherished, until that fateful crash ended his riding days. The lawsuit details how Steve McQueen, upon realizing the deal had unraveled, demanded the painting's return within a reasonable timeframe. Yet, it stayed with the Borcherts. Brent, however, seems open to hearing Molly out. "If they're open to reason and can provide proof that something unethical happened, I'm willing to negotiate," he told the Mirror. "Otherwise, no deal." This willingness adds a layer of intrigue. Could there be room for compromise, or is this headed for a courtroom showdown? To understand the full weight of this dispute, it's worth noting who Jackson Pollock was. He's hailed as one of art history's most famous painters by sources like ArtNet, a pioneer in abstract expressionism. For beginners, abstract expressionism is a mid-20th century art movement where artists focused on expressing emotions through bold, non-representational techniques rather than realistic depictions. Pollock's signature splatter or drip method involved energetically flinging paint onto canvases to create chaotic yet mesmerizing patterns. Think swirling colors that evoke energy and spontaneity, like his famous work No. 5, 1948, which has inspired countless interpretations. His pieces can command enormous prices at auctions, with the record set at $61.1 million for one of his works sold at Sotheby's in New York back in 2021. This context highlights why a Pollock could be worth millions, but it also raises questions about value versus sentiment. And here's where things get really divisive. Is Molly's lawsuit about reclaiming a stolen treasure, or is she stirring up old family secrets that should have stayed buried? Some might argue that trades like this, especially from an era before strict legal oversight, were common among friends, and holding someone accountable decades later feels unfair. Others could see it as a necessary step to right a wrong, especially when millions are at stake. What do you think? Does Brent Borchert's family owe Molly the painting, or is this just a case of finders keepers in the art world? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you side with the granddaughter's pursuit of justice, or do you believe the Borcherts have earned their claim through years of ownership? Let's spark a discussion.